put this on YouTube, right? This is going on YouTube because I think there's a lot of misconception by people that are casual fans about this topic that was kind of brushed over in the movie. People are complaining that the Mortal Kombat Tournament wasn't in the movie, and they're like, how are you going to have a Mortal Kombat movie without the Mortal Kombat Tournament?
Hi, I'm SoCal Honey Badger, and that was my intro.
And I'm like, you must not play a lot of these games because the tournament is only the story for Mortal Kombat 1 is the actual tournament. That's it. They do not have, and then I guess Mortal Kombat 9 because it's a reboot from Mortal Kombat 1. But after that, there's no tournaments anymore. There was only one game where there was an actual tournament. And in Mortal Kombat 2, so the story in the actual canon is in Mortal Kombat 1, Liu Kang kicks everybody's ass. In Mortal Kombat 2, Shao Kahn, angry about his defeat, or Goro and Shang Tsung's defeat, hosts a second tournament, a bootleg tournament, to redo his loss, right? He asks for a run back. And that's why Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Johnny Cage, Kuai Lang, Sub-Zero, Jax, and Raiden venture into Outworld to compete in Shao Kahn's sham tournament, right? The fake tournament. They go to compete in there, but mostly to find out what Shao Kahn is up to. We find out that Mortal Kombat 2 was a distraction while Shao Kahn sent his fucking priests onto Earthrealm to resurrect Sindel to start his true invasion. And while the heroes were separated and stuck on Outworld fighting in this false Mortal Kombat 2 tournament, that was when Mortal Kombat 3 starts. That's the canon of the games. So the movie doesn't have the actual Mortal Kombat tournament, but they had a sham tournament. They had a sham tournament. I was like, yo, this is fourth dimensional chess, Mortal Kombat, the movie makers. Because you have a sham tournament, right? Halfway through the movie, they're like, fuck it. They don't want a tournament. Let's give them a tournament anyways. Everybody square up into pairs, right? Introduce yourself and tell us how many days sober you've been. They all fucking pair off and have a fucking fake-ass bootleg tournament at the end of the movie. And I'm like, yo, that shit actually happened in the games. That shit is actually a part of the canon. They fucking know Mortal Kombat better than half of the fans because the fans are like, dude, this isn't Mortal Kombat. They don't even have the real tournament. They had a fake tournament. And I'm like, dude, you are not a real fan if you don't know that that shit actually happened in the Mortal Kombat story. That shit actually happened. There was a sham tournament. It was Mortal Kombat 2. It was the one that everybody says is the best, right? Everybody's like, yeah, Mortal Kombat's fine, but my favorite was Mortal Kombat 2. Your favorite game is the one with the sham tournament. You are not allowed to complain about there being a sham tournament in Mortal Kombat the movie if you're an actual fan who knows the actual canon, because that shit actually happened. It didn't happen the same way, right? It's not exactly the same way, but there is precedent within Mortal Kombat's canon for a fake-ass bootleg tournament just held on a whim for no fucking reason, right? That's in the lore. You can't deny it. You can get mad. You can get mad. But they didn't shit on the canon. They didn't. They respected our shitty, cheesy lore that's cringe as fuck. They respected it and gave us Mortal Kombat at its very essence. It's just right now we're looking in the mirror, right? As Mortal Kombat fans, we don't appreciate how cheesy and stupid this franchise is because we love it. We love it warts and all. But this movie reflected it, right? Because this is the movie, this is the face going out to the mainstream of what we're all about. And we're seeing like, oh shit, like that shit, oh, I don't want people to see that. Oh, that's not good. That's cringes. Oh, that line. Oh, that delivery. And it's like, dude, have you not played these games? Like, there's some cringy ass lines in these games. All of that shit is a part of Mortal Kombat. It's who we are. It's what we all about. I am here for the memes, okay? I love that shit. I love how fucking stupid that shit is. But this movie paid homage. It paid homage to even the parts of Mortal Kombat we don't like to talk about. I will probably have to post this on YouTube. See, the thing about Mortal Kombat the movie that I think a lot of people aren't getting, if you look at the standard for action movies right now, you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then that's where we kind of judge everything else, how it stacks up to the Marvel movies. And Mortal Kombat the movie is not as good as the Marvel movies, but I think that there should be something said for Mortal Kombat the movie kind of having a lot more sincerity than the Marvel movies. So last night I watched the Winter Soldier and the Captain America, Falcon, whatever, right? I don't know what they're naming this shit now. But I watched it. I have only been calling it Winter Soldier because that's the thing that's kind of consistent, right? So we watched it and I was like, this is really fucking good. Like, I liked it. I liked the ending of the Winter Soldier movie or the Winter Soldier series. But I didn't have, like, fun watching it. And as far as, like, it being serious, like, yeah, it was serious in a comic book movie kind of way. Like, it wasn't Schindler's List level of serious, so, all right. But it just didn't feel as sincere. With the Mortal Kombat movie, it's fucking awful. As a movie, it's fucking bad. But, like, you could tell the people that made that movie loved Mortal Kombat. You could tell they play Mortal Kombat. And you could tell they understood the essence that this franchise is more about memes and hilarity than it is about whether or not Scorpion could defeat Bihan for revenge of the Netherrealm from with fire. Like, nobody fucking cares, right? About that shit. Like, nobody fucking buys Mortal Kombat and, like, gives a shit about the story in the sense that, like, even the people that love the story are like, yeah, the story can be really fucking stupid sometimes, but I love it, right? I love the story, but it's really fucking stupid sometimes. Nobody buys Mortal Kombat for that, right? They buy it for the fun, and you have fun with this movie. And I think that that should be a metric. That should be something that matters, right? Like I said before, The Room is not a good movie. It's a bad movie, but people love it. So why doesn't it get weighted like that? I think The Room is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's up there with Schindler's List. I would put The Room equal to Schindler's List. Why? Because people fucking love The Room and they talk about it. And it's been a part of the cultural zeitgeist for a long fucking time. Like, it's had a big cultural impact. Just as much, if not more so, than serious movies. Like, I don't know if it's as impactful as Schindler's List. I'm not going there, right? But a movie that is serious like Schindler's List, what's a... Yeah, no, you know what, The Room, it's not on the level. But you know what? We should still like The Room, okay? We should give it some slack for at least being hilarious. And Mortal Kombat, the movie, is like The Room. It's fucking sloppy and weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And Cole Young, he's a thing in this movie. But it was made with heart, and I had fun watching it. So shouldn't that count for something? That's what I'm wondering.
Hey, so if you follow YouTube enough, you know that they like to put weird stuff all over the screen for the last 30 seconds. So this is gonna fill that space. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably right there and there, all over the place right now. Yeah, go ahead and click that stuff if you want. And that's 30 seconds.